No, right. Hello, everybody. Do you like my glasses? Anyways, yeah, I can't believe I'm making a video about this. I really can't. It's more funny. I don't know how this is. I don't know how this is. Oh my god, I'm nearly off my head off. Now, there was a comment on my feminism video that says there's been a lot of garbage videos in my recommended recently. This man is an abuser. Wow, that's you know what, mate. That's a strong remark to make. I didn't really see your name, and even if I did, I would not mention you out like that. Th- That's a huge remark to make. That is massive. Because how are you gonna come up on my channel and my one of my videos and say that when I have done nothing wrong? I have not broken any guidelines whatsoever. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious at the same time. It's like, what have I done wrong? Oh, you've abused people, really? You're using that as your defense right there, as a reason. Where's your rational thinking? I don't go up on your channel and say how you are a murderer, how you look like one. I never say that. I've never bullied, I've never harassed, I've never threatened, I've never discriminated, I've never done any I didn't commit any acts of racism. Even though people think I'm racist, I'm not. And this is what I don't get. You haven't got me for this, but I was making a point in my feminism vid. Right? Yes. At least I don't call women. At least I don't call women psychotic cows. That's way worse. Yes, women can be bitchy. Men can be cunts. There, I've said it. Are you happy now? I've said that before in my feminism vid. Men can be cunts, and they can be. I would horny little buggers too. But there's that nothing wrong with that. But does that mean women can't be sexist in the same way as well as men? I'm just trying to connect the hypocrisy. It's hypocritical. If I did a group about men that wanted women to help us, in our ways, and my group of men started to get rude to them, I'll be ashamed at them. I'll be like, you want women to help you out when you're not, you don't, when you're giving them shit back. That's what feminism is doing. They're saying us men are evil bastards, man. We hate them. All men are evil. That's really strong to make up. That's a strong remark. I don't care. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't mind. I looked at it and I started laughing. I was like, oh my god. These comments are rolling. You know what? I'm laughing. And I'm at the same time like, you know what? All this hate is just proving why I speak the way I do. I don't make this up for fun. It's funny how when somebody has a voice to speak up, people get pissed off and triggered because they don't like it when somebody talks against their beliefs or challenges them. They've been challenged. They haven't been offended. They choose to get offended. Whenever somebody talks about autism or disability, I don't get offended. I look at it and think, yeah, suppose, okay, fair enough. But the thing I have to talk about this is kind of funny. This is a part of reply back to the other commenter. I'm not going to mention her name. It's like people get triggered so easily. It's like same with, I mean, Black Lives Matter. They're promoting. They threaten to burn down the country. They commit acts of violence. They're racist, especially towards white people. Even though white people can be too. You don't see white people wanted to threaten them or threaten the country and all that shit. Yeah, white people can be. White people need to buck up too and stop bowing down to them. They need to fix up and sort themselves out. A bit of dignity for themselves. Yeah, what else? I think I mentioned harassment too. I haven't done any of the sort. I'm just trying to say what I'm being seen at the moment and what I've been hearing. So threatening to ban the country with like I'm going to relate this to the Tottenham riots. When Tottenham Court Road, I think that was basically that's what they called the Tottenham riots. When Tottenham Court Road used to get rioted by looters a few years ago, people used to call them thugs. They used to say, "Oh, these arseholes, these idiots." Oh, they're really trashing people's business. It's very disrespectful. But since Black Lives Matter are doing the same, they're not saying shit. Because I think Black Lives Matter have defeated everybody, and now everybody has to bow down to them. No, even if there was a sign saying Brown Lives Matter, I'd be like to brown people, what are you doing that for? You do as there's other lives on this earth, It's not just your colour on this earth. And I haven't put nobody down. The attention seeking video, yeah, people can get offended by that, but that's not me. That's just saying how I feel and how I see it. It's ridiculous, man. These are the same people that, well, not everybody would believe in like everything anyway, but it's absolutely ridiculous. I have to explain myself. I'm not even an abuser. This is the funny thing. Let me adjust my chest and get closer to the camera. Sorry about that. So to actually explain I'm not even an abuser, so I'm just saying how I feel about this or that whole comment. It's just so funny. Unless it was sarcastic, which I apologize. And also about the respect thing. Yeah, disrespect is not, it's not the best thing to do when you go back, but I've done it when I've been pissed off. Yeah, I show a bit of disrespect when I'm pissed. But unless you're really in a heated argument, yeah, you're gonna understand disrespect because you can't take it no more. If somebody said, "Oh, go kill yourself," or on the bus or on the train, I'd be like, "Okay, cool, whatever. I'll ignore you." But if someone's trying to take my property, of course I'm gonna fight back. No, but I ain't no pussy either when it comes to people trying to challenge me like that. I don't mind being challenged. To be honest, I kind of like debates because they make me get my point of view across a bit more easier, I guess. But this is why the reason why people don't like YouTubers like me is because they speak for themselves. They speak their mind. They don't act like a sheep and just cry down like that. Oh, but God, I have to respect feminists. Feminism is what feminism is. It sounds like it's a woman organization. If it's equal rights for men and women, men are giving so much shit to men. But there's men that even joined feminism too. And I made it marks to you, men, you men as well. Some of you men disgust me. I'm telling you right now as well. I've said in my previous vid, men can domesticate abuse as much as a woman can. The reason why men, the reason why domestic abuse men victims don't speak out is because people laugh at them and they think they're not going to get much help. But it just happens just as much as them as it does to women. And just how it is. Whereas women, it's easier for women to say anything. People will believe them. Snap of a finger, just like that. People will believe in the woman more. There's nothing wrong with that. Of course, I'll believe in a woman because they're more vulnerable as a person. Of course, you have to believe them. Whereas a man that said, "Oh, I didn't do anything to that woman," people are gonna believe. People are not gonna believe him because it's very common for men to abuse women, but as well as women abusing men. See, it's a thing I have to explain myself here. Black Lives Matter is racist. If you're targeting and destroying businesses, it's not just racism. Like they've let their fellow black people down. Black rappers have spoke out, and I've said it before in my other video. They spoke out against it, saying black and black crime is coming. It's not just gangs as well. It could be anybody. No, black people could commit crime as much as a white person or brown person. No, why are you coming out now? There's been so much police brutalities against black people that you're speaking out now about this one. Maybe it's because there was a black police officer involved in the majority of black people getting hurt. Could be, that's why, but you don't speak out for that, do you? No, but if you're calling white men terrorists, it's such a far stretch. I'm sorry, that's illegal. That's a terror remark right there. And you're allowing that, and yet you have a go at me? So hypocritical right there. I'm not calling. In fact, a Black Lives Matter group is actually a Marxist group, but they're committing an act of terror by committing violence and vandalism. Because remember, terrorism doesn't have to relate to Muslims. It can relate to an act of terror, not just a suicide bomb, but it can relate to any act of terror. Also about this hate crime. Hate crime doesn't have to involve color or disability or ethnicity or race. It doesn't make no sense. How can I? That means you have to have a sexist crime then. That should be a crime too, sexism. It partly is, but it's not a big thing. It might be one day. But if you're robbing a shop or a supermarket or robbing someone else's house, that's an act of hate. You're hating on that person, and then you apologize and have the audacity to say, "Oh, I'm sorry for robbing. I didn't mean to. I've been through a lot in my life, so as other people." But the majority of people that got out from prison have ended up more successful. So I'm not saying that everybody should do that, but some have anyway. It's not about pleasing people. I'm not here to please people. I'm not even to please myself. I'm here to get my word across and how I feel. Feel free to let the comments roll in. So whoever made those 2 comments, so there's 2 comments in my video, your replies have been answered. Because if somebody was to disrespect me, I'm not going to help them. If a feminist was to disrespect me, that if, when feminism gets that when somebody just says hi to a feminist, like, what you talk, who you talking to? Don't fucking talk to me. I was like, oh, no, I'm sure there are good feminists out in their group. I'm sure, but they just have to put up with what they've got. I don't know what kind of abuse I've done, but hey, I'm not going to apologize for my words. I choose them wisely. I have not been racist at all. I'm for women, not feminists. I'm for black people, not Black Lives Matter. Because Black Lives Matter is doing what the opposite of what they should be doing. They should be helping their fellow black people instead of terrorizing their businesses. And if you want white people to stop being racist towards you, how is it making them bow down to you gonna work? They're not your dogs. You got no right to treat people like dogs. I'm not gonna bow down to anybody. If it hasn't happened in this country, not that I know of, so far, but it's happened here, the riots. But yeah, they say slavery is happening to brown and white people, but you don't see me saying, brown people brown people used to be slaves. Bow down to us right now. I'm not your owners. I don't own you, and you don't own me. Simple as. It's the same as if someone broke into someone else's house and they make up the excuse saying, oh, the reason why I broke into that person's house is because I was angry. What sort of an excuse is that? There's no excuse. You choose to break into someone's home and commit vandalism just like that. You don't, unless you got amnesia, then yeah, that's a good excuse to use, I guess. That's a fantastic excuse, but it's ridiculous. I would have to message two of my friends about this too. It's just absolutely funny and ridiculous. Even Julian Assange went to prison for exposing political crimes. He was up for extradition. And I'm a fan of Assange. I don't care what anybody says. If that is saying to a Hillary Clinton fan, if that's saying, oh, did you know that she laughed at a rape victim and stole money from Haiti and deleted emails from Benghazi and went to Jeffrey Epstein's pedo island? They'll be looking at you thinking, what's that? What's that got to do with me? What's so important about that? That's not that important. What? That's not important. But what Donald Trump did in 1989 was worse. Well, yeah, it's bad. I mean, he stole money. I'm telling you about that right now. At least I'm talking about him, talking shit about him too. He took $6.2 trillion off the American people. Exactly. So I'm not just hating on one particular type of person, but I'm trying to expose hypocrisy. Just like other YouTubers do. And they do it well. They got so much proof. When you shove facts and figures in people's faces, they don't want to hear it because they get their feelings hurt. They get confused because facts don't care about your feelings. Same with the truth. The truth doesn't care about your feelings. And if you bring out the truth out there, people are going to hurt you because you've been speaking out and having a mind of your own. It's like if you cut out a man's tongue, you're not proving them to be a liar. Of course not. If they're lying, you're just going to go about your day. But if they're proven to release some important information out that's crucial to the world, they will get killed for it. Because that's strong to actually admit and throw out there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, by the way. If it doesn't clear anything up, please do me a favor and just get on with your life because you're worrying about me, so which means I must be doing something right to trigger you if you're not having an irrational thought. If you just call me a random abuser, you're not rationally thinking properly. So I must be doing something right because I'm triggering people without having to do anything. People should be saying, yeah, you're right on the money. I don't need any apologies. I just need an explanation as to why you would say that. But anyways, I don't know, maybe that person was being sarcastic, I hope. Sometimes you just don't know. People don't use emojis sometimes. I would use an emoji. I would only go into other people's YouTube trying to give them advice or recommendation or whatever. But I never really do that. I want to focus on my vids and my channel. So it's my channel. I can talk about whatever the hell I want. I'm not going to make I haven't made any threats or anything like that. So yeah, I will see you on the next video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. To be really honest, I'm not going to bother. So yeah, peace out.